I'm here today with Hannah Maudsley. Hannah is the Director of Best Cleaning Services. So welcome, Hannah.
Good morning, Mike.
Good to see you. So tell us a little bit about your business.
So we are a commercial cleaning company. I started the business at the age of 16, which was now 12 years ago, nearly 13. And we clean offices, end of tenancies for our landlords and schools. We used to do a lot more domestic, but we don't do any houses anymore. Just literally the empty end of tenancy cleans for landlords that are renting the properties out, or they've done a new build or renovation.
Okay. And is there any particular sector that you're targeting specifically?
All the estate agents and landlords and businesses that need reliable cleaners.
Okay. So what would you say differentiates your business from other cleaning companies?
I would say our attention to detail. I know there's a lot of good cleaners out there, but we ensure that everything is sparkling top to bottom. We provide everything, so there's no hassle for the customer to go out and think, oh gosh, I need to collect bleach for the cleaners today. And just reliability. I think there's a lot of problem if you're on your own cleaning just solo, that when family things happen or illness or holidays, it's finding that cover. So with having a company with a team enables us to ensure that that clean is never missed.
Okay, great. And I guess things were stretched and challenged for you when COVID happened. How did that go for you?
It really did. I had a 6 weeks old baby at the same time. Some of our commercial, obviously the first lockdown, was everybody, but then as some of the companies opened up that was needed, we did go in, just a handful of us at the time with lots of PPE, but it's us, what we're actually good at, getting our gloves on and keeping everywhere clean. Obviously, the domestic side shut completely and has done since, really, for our, some of the owners of our commercial companies. We did their homes too, and sadly couldn't continue there. On top of that, juggling a 6-week-old baby at the time was a challenge, but we're still here, which is amazing.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And what does the future look like? What sort of challenges and opportunities have you got ahead?
Yeah, the future looks good. We have managed to keep majority of our staff, which has been amazing. A couple, obviously, through the pandemic had to change, change into full-time because we've been evenings and weekends, so they've gone into different areas now. But yeah, it's exciting, and yeah, looking forward to it.
So what's around the corner for you?
What's around the corner? Well, my little girl turns 3 this week on Thursday. So we are going into a couple of more schools now, the private schools that did have teaching assistants doing a bit of the cleaning but couldn't do a thorough job. So we are doing more schools. And just, I suppose the only issue is the staff, which I think a lot of businesses have some issues with. But like I say, at the end of the day, with having family behind us that have always been there from the beginning, we just make sure every job is done, whether they can help or not.
Mm-hmm. And having started the business at 16, and well done, by the way, for keeping the business going for 13 years.
Thank you.
There's a high percentage of businesses fail in the first 5 or 10 years, so well done. So what have you learnt along the way during that time?
Oh, what have I learnt? I've learnt not to get too upset when things go wrong. If somebody, if you'd have asked me 13 years ago when, not many things have gone wrong, but, there was those times. I once, an oven cleaner went everywhere and ruined a floor. We managed to sort it, but I was heartbroken. Whereas now I would learn that there's a solution to every problem, and you have to trust your gut. I love working hard, and I think the more hours you put into it, the more reward. So I think everywhere is getting, you know, picking back up now from the troubles we've had, but you still need clean offices, don't you? You don't want to be walking into smelly fridges and full sink of cups and smelly bins. So
Yeah,
they still need to be clean.
absolutely. Yeah, and as more people move away from home back to the office, it's even more important.
Yeah, a lot of people, I suppose, have still stayed hybrid, and we did lose one of our offices through them just all working remotely now. So there has been a lot of that too, but equally there is those businesses that nothing is better than face to face and being in a team. I suppose that's something that we've been lucky that we've still worked together. We always work in a team of 3, 2 or 3, sometimes more if it's a bigger job. So you're never on your own, and I think that's another thing that can be hard for some businesses if you're working on your own, but having like-minded people in business as well has definitely helped.
Yeah. And finally, Hannah, with the benefit of hindsight, knowing what you now know, if you could turn the clock back to when you were 16 starting this business for the first few years, what might you have done differently?
It's a hard one. What would I have done different? I don't think there's a lot of things I would have done differently. I suppose my only thing is probably not getting too many friends as working, you know, because I think that fine line between friendships and working can be quite a challenge. And I think one of my close friends, we're not as close anymore through differences with working. And I think also age, like I've obviously had a lot of girls work for me that has been older than me, and I felt at sometimes, oh my goodness, like I'm the young one here, but actually I was giving them guidance and actually showing them the way that I've learned through everything through my mum. So I think it's not feeling, I don't know what the word is, but not feeling undermined maybe by.
Yeah, trust yourself and your capability and your skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back yourself. Brilliant.
Take that.
Great advice, Anna. Thank you very much.